Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Before we get started, I'd like to give homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now this is part 2 of a 4-part series that I'm doing for you guys. And what it is meant to give guidance about the blockages that you're facing. And this one is called Soul Guidance. Okay, let's get started. The first message comes from the Mermaid Oracle deck. And it is Aphrodite, the return of Aphrodite. It says temple, birth of a goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. And the next message that came with that was Atlantis. And it is rapid development, excellence, and success. The next messages come from the animal medicine cards, and the first one you received was 50, alligator, and it is study carefully and you should take care of your eyes, a keeper and a protector of knowledge, destruction, creative, fierce and fury, primal energies, practice yoga and breathing and new wisdom. The next one was 39, swan, and it's inner knowledge, song and poetry, an alert state of awareness, realizing your true beauty, grace, beauty, power of self, inner beauty, and knowingness, and future sight. The last message from the animal medicine deck is dragonfly, and this is 27. And it says power of light, enlightenment, emotional and passionate, illusion and emergence, mental clarity and control. And it's air and water, signifying your thoughts and your emotions. The next message comes from the Earth Magic deck, and it's Earth Magic Fairies. And it reads, you have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation. But more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth. And all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expanse of land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something. Get your hands in the dirt and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. Now, the next message comes from my favorite oracle deck, and this is the Sacred Vision deck, and it's Vision. Number 16, which is a 7, which for me, 7s always represent Sagittarius for me personally. I don't know why that is, but I have my own personal reasons. And it says, heaven is where you find it. It says, the question is no longer how did we get here and why, but where do we go and how? We are placed on the path of life to experience, interact with, and be challenged by its dangers. Paradise is not a place, but a state of mind. We must heed the advice to stop and smell the roses, for it is possible that in our fever to search for the elusive, we sacrifice our Garden of Eden for one tree. It is not so much in what you see, but the way in which you see it. Are you flying above your life, unaware of your true reality? The feathers you hold are not your own. They are a gift that must be returned one day. Like the dream catcher and the medicine wheel, they hold change. New colors become brilliant and luminous as you journey, and you wear the feathers of distinction, the mark of a seasoned, soulful traveler. Your hands reach out to hold back illusion. Heaven is before you. Your dreams are coming true. The next message comes from the Abundance Angels deck, and it's Face Your Financial Fears. It says, when you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with the release of these self-doubts. The next message comes from the Blue Angel deck, and it's 9 of Earth. It says, enjoy life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Now, the last message comes from the Black-Hearted Oracle deck, and it's number 9, fruits ripe for the picking. It says, have you ever picked a strawberry fully ripened and at its perfection? If not, you should. But any fruit will do. But you have come to a time when your thoughts and deeds can produce the sweetest results. So please don't waste this time in doubt and misery. If you have done the work, this is a time of great reward. If not, now is a time to start taking action upon those great ideas that have been dancing around in your head. Pick the fruit of your mind and put them into your reality. Your garden of abundance awaits your attention. So many times now in this spread, you can see where it's telling you that right now would be a great time to step out on any one of those ventures or any talents that you have. I mean, because remember, the swan does speak of song and poetry. So if you are a writer, an artist of any kind, of performing artist, now would be a really good time to step out in your goddess energies, you know? And this one speaks of stopping and smelling the roses. Just as here, it speaks of tending to a garden as well as here. You know, because right now, you're coming to a time of inner knowledge, and you hold great knowledge within you. You have access to primal creative energies. So anything that you're wanting to create, like whether you're creating heaven or hell, that is up to you. But it is necessary for you to stay present, you know, and to get over these self-doubts that you're having that is blocking you from this 9 of Pentacles energy and the goddess energies. Because right now is a great time of speedy, rapid abundance for you. But you have to step out on faith. You have to walk your talk, and you have to do the things that are necessary. Now is not a time to limber between a decision. It's time to make a decision and emerge into what you truly are and what your soul is calling you to be. Thank you. Let's get into the second part of this reading. Okay. The second part comes from the Shadow and Light deck. And the first message comes from Poe. And she's number 7. Again, as I say, that refers to me as Sagittarius, because that to me is a Sagittarius' number. It says, time for a change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. You must decide what changes you will make to keep up with the shifts, not only in energy, but within technology that are available to you. You will know exactly when it is the right time to take your use up a level and use technology so it helps you and keeps you connected and strong. I know you will change with the times, yet remain entirely yourself. Plan carefully, knowing that when you choose to make use of new technologies, it will be fearlessly, gracefully, and with integrity. It is time for you to discerningly embrace the technologies that will allow you to realize your dreams. We are moving from an industrial world to a post-industrial world, where the nature of time, the way in which we interact with nature, and the way we live with technology we have created will shape us all. You may notice you have a talent for developing communication tools that link people and help us all develop communities for the highest good of all. You may wish to upload on the internet to introduce a wider audience to your skills and talents. You may have a gift or concept development and have brilliant ideas for new technologies for the future. Whatever it is the right time to truly work with your technology in ways that will assist not only you, but many other beings too. Now, what we received for clarification is the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So as you can see, what it's saying to you is, in your time of rest, think of ways in which you can use this technology to be your Queen of Pentacles. Because the time for movement is fast approaching you. You know, you're coming into a time where if you have done the work, your dreams will become manifest. So when you have your downtime, think of a way that you can use this downtime to make rapid movement into your Queen of Pentacles. Because to me, she's always thinking about the legacy that she's leaving. You know, this vision that she has for her life. That pentacle represents what she'll be able to pass down to future generations. The next message we have comes to you again from the Shadow and Light Oracle deck. And it's Witch at the End of the World. And it says, an important end, a new beginning. Storms fly about her. She sits among them, hugging her hourglass, holding everything together till the force creating the change has done its work. When she appears, you will know that something's time has come. There can be no more delaying, for change has begun. The best thing for you to do now is prepare for this change. Find solutions to challenges that will come up when the change comes. You will be fine. All will be well. There will be a time of seeing chaos and difficulties. If you are prepared and ready to let go and change and let something end, the little witch's countdown will not affect you. It will affect others who refuse to acknowledge that changes are coming and become fearful at the inevitable approach. There is nothing to fear, but plenty to prepare for. You will be safe and very ready to embrace the new world. I hold this hourglass up to you now so that you know that the time for an ending is almost upon us. Don't ignore the signs. They are with you, and it is time to be ready. While we hold on to the old, self-healing will look like destruction. Experience an important and significant rearrangement of life on personal or global level, relationships or values and beliefs. There may be a need to be able to live a more simply and in harmony with nature. There is nothing to be frightened of, only a voyage to weather. You will make it through to the other side of the storm. The changes are part of our journey to the fifth dimensional world and the shift to a more peaceful planet where shadows and light are loved and accepted. All is well, all is well, all is well. Now, when I received these cards, I wanted to clarify because, and I've got the Tower, which, you know, we also received with Atlantis, because Atlantis was destroyed suddenly, and, you know, so what this is saying, though, is like when I first got started doing tarot, I used to be terrified of the Tower. Every time I saw it, it'd make my stomach turn. But now I've grown to realize that not all towers are bad. Some of them are really, really good. And to clarify, I received the King of Cups, the Six of Swords. No, sorry. The Ten of Pentacles, sorry, the Lovers, and the Four of, yeah, that's how they came up. All right? So this is a beautiful tower. I mean, I don't know how much better cards you could get. I mean, this is a 9, so this is almost come the time of preparation before a change. So if you were going through anything, like, I mean, remember that you needed to face these doubts and figure out a way how to use technology, you know, to see your dreams. And this one spoke of your dreams coming true. So as you can see, the spread right here is absolutely beautiful. This is telling you you're coming into a time of emotional balance, of moving out of rough waters into calmer waters, to where you're abundant in things, you know, happy life, happy home, money, contentment. This is Lovers, this is love affairs, romance, building again. So if there was a time of upheaval in your life, you're straightening that out. And the home situation is even going to be great. This is a happy home. And it all stems from you handling these fears and you moving into a time of self-employment. You know, there's a card. Yeah, this one. That also spoke of successful self-employment. So you're really going to have to figure out a way to use technology for your benefit. And if you have any creative talents, now would be a good time to hone those skills and put them out there. Because it's going to lead to abundance and a lot of good things. Now to further clarify, because another card came out, was the Ace of Coins, right? And the Six of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So again, back to this using technology, because the Eight of Wands can be considered online communications, right? So back to using this technology, it's telling you, like, this Six of Cups is about reminiscing, you know, about someone coming back from your past, but that's not, this reading has nothing to do about that. This is soul guidance for you. So I'm taking this as you finding something that you used to love doing as a minor or as a young adult, you know, and you going back to that and finding a way to monetize it through technology. And what it's going to offer you is being able to pick up your passion and making the Ten of Pentacles, you know, and being able to do this is going to bring you to a place of calmer waters. Wow. Okay. Now, the next set of messages comes from the Chakra Oracle deck. And this one is impatience. And let's read what that says. Impatience. It says, your desire to create may overpower the necessity to align with divine timing. The time to shine will come. Move with the energy and not in front of it. Being present has its own reward. It says, now is not the time to make a rushed decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you are hasty. Am I jumping the gun? If I am honest with myself, am I forcing something? Scarcity thinking, being exhausted by your efforts, success through patience, unfolding revelation and success. Again, Sagittarius, I mean, come on, this thing is telling you over and over again. Like, this one speaks of preparing. This one speaks about being impatient. So if you're impatient, you don't prepare because you're rushing ahead. Your passions are going to lead you to this opportunity that is going to give you an abundance. But you have to hone these skills and you have to prepare. Remember also the Black-Hearted Oracle spoke of you, your fruits being ripe for the picking, whether you had done the work or not, because if you hadn't done the work, the fruit of your mind was ripe for the picking, you know? So it was time to take those ideas out of your mind and bring them into reality. Again, this is a 9. So this time of preparation is very, very necessary for you and your abundance, for your soul and for your abundance. All right, let's see what this was. The Nine of Staffs, again with another 9. The Six of Coins and the Devil. Right? Maybe you've tried 8 times before, right? Because we did get the Eight of Staffs, right? And remember, this card was also speaking about you getting over the idea of failing. So maybe you've tried whatever this is a few times and you haven't received what you've put in. You know, you're still here begging for this. and being dragged down with these devil energies of being impatient, of putting the cart before the horse. But it's telling you not to do that. It's telling you that you, as a Sagittarius, you're in the tarot deck, you're represented as Temperance, which is divine timing. It's the balance of the dark and the light. It is the balance emotionally and mentally. It's tempered. So it's telling you that this is not what's needed. Your impatience and being brought down into these lower devil energies, stand guard with your passion. You know, every time that you have tried and it didn't work out, maybe you gave up before the miracle happened. Or maybe your faith wasn't strong enough. Or maybe it wasn't the right time, but now is. It's time for you to face these fears. Step out on faith. Figure out a way to monetize your passions, because the time of your abundance is near. Whew, Lord. Okay, the next message is destiny. And it comes from the Chakra Oracle deck as well. And it says, okay, black is a shade that demands to be taken seriously. As it absorbs all colors, black admits the warm, powerful energy of the protector. Unlike black, white is isolated. Together they balance and create. You will be guided by your angels to what is best for you and all concerned. Your instincts is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. How can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Solitary journey, spirit lies on the road ahead, led by spirit, following your instincts. Instincts guides awakening. Now, I mean, come on, Sagittarius. Come on, Sagittarius. What is going on? Because as it tells you that you are guided, your vision is there for you. You are guided. You just have to trust your inner knowing. And don't become impatient. You know, we all want success so badly. You know, we all want this so badly. Because we live in a world that puts out its prettiest, best, and most beautiful on display. And everyone thinks that that's how people wake up. Like their whole world is just one beautiful, happy smorgasbord of treats. And reality is reality. None of that is true. You know, there's an inner knowledge to you. There is a realization of your own beauty, your grace, and the power of self-determination. Right? Because you are the keeper of the knowledge. You're being risen up as a goddess. And you're going to have successful self-employment, but what it is that you cannot rush this. You cannot be impatient with yourself. Rome was not built in a day. And if you just started something, you cannot expect it to just lottery ticket win you something. Like, you have to put in the work. That's how everything is. And I guess that is why you are guided to take up gardening. Because when you garden, you realize the work that has to be put in. You realize that you have to tend to the seeds. You realize you have to water. You realize that you have to fertilize. You have to get rid of the weeds. You know, you have to treat these plants as though you would treat your dreams. So if you've never gardened, maybe that's why you're being guided to. So you can see the dedication and the everyday labor of love that it takes to bring something from a seed into a fully grown plant that also gives you produce or gives you happiness. Okay? Now, let's get to clarifying your last messages. What came out was a page of coins, the Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, and you. Temperance. Come on now, Sagittarius. So what is this saying? Is that you have to be patient and remain loyal to divine timing. You understand? This one, she stays grounded on the earth and her toes are dipped into her emotions. So you can't become over emotional. Remember that you had the King of Cups who is balanced emotionally. You know, he's fully balanced emotionally. So he's not going to be swayed back and forth by his emotions, being that he might buck up on a couple obstacles along his path. So this is saying that little tiny inspiration that you get, it's going to grow into something substantial of an offer. But you're not seeing this. That everything is going to work out in divine timing for your benefit. The only thing you must do is maintain your balance and keep moving forward on your path. Because your soul is yearning for this. It is calling out to you. Remember, we spoke about black and white being you having the balance of both your dark and your light energies. And that's exactly what this is saying, is that you have to balance these energies within yourself. So if you are fearful, if you are in a state of anxiety due to what you perceive your life is supposed to be, remember to stay present. Okay, Sagittarius, I thank you for visiting the Black-Hearted Oracle. I hope this message finds you well, and I pray that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.